So Kelly Turner, who wrote Radical Remissions, phenomenal lady that I had the absolute delight of chatting to at the Goddess Gathering, much as I got all the sound wrong and that was very stressful. It was still, we managed to get great wisdom and inspiration from her. She spent 10 years studying people who had defied the odds and what they'd done, and she collated the 9 things that they'd all done to varying degrees. So they were: radically change your diet, herbs and supplements. So that's really the only 2 that work on the physical. Take control of your own health. Don't hand the body over to somebody else. Participate in your healing journey. So that's 3. Then have a strong desire to be here. What is your raison d'etre? Why do you want to heal? Have you got a real strong reason? Is there something in your mind saying, yeah, no, it's not time for me to go yet? So have a strong desire to live. Letting go of the past, of course. Letting go is hugely, hugely important. Focus on the best case scenario as opposed to the worst case scenario, which can be very challenging. Focus on the best case scenario. Listen to your intuition. Your intuition, the voice in the head. There's a difference between fear, the ego fear, and intuition, and I can teach you techniques, and we will be teaching you at the community how to differentiate from the voice. Your intuition will be helpful, whereas the ego will be usually unhelpful. That's one quick way to identify it. So listen to your intuition. Quite often people say to me, it just didn't feel true, it didn't feel right when they were told bad news. They thought, that doesn't sit with me, because they really feel it in their gut that they can change it. But you may not, you may be too overwhelmed with fear to listen to that, so you need to deal with the fear first. But we can do that too. So listen to your intuition. Believe in something greater than yourself, which is another quite interesting one. So there's something bigger going on that we can't and don't control, and it's quite a relief to hand it over to a higher power, or whatever you perceive the universe to be. And then number 9 is strong social support network, and I can't emphasize this enough. And this is another thing with the community. So many people I work with are really super alone, and even if they've got people around them, the people can very often be trying to get them to do another healing path. There's usually somebody very helpful that thinks they know better than you. So I would say to anybody out there who's got a sick relative or friend, listen, and don't give your opinion unless it's asked for. Support them in whatever they choose, whether you agree with it or not. You can offer new information if you have it, in terms of books, and say, would you like to hear more about this? But really, if people are overwhelmed, then coming in with new ideas, and I've been very guilty of this myself, it's really important just to support them and gently and listen. And also, if you do have a disease right now that's scaring you and people are stressing you, Sophie Savage, who wrote The Cancer Whisperer, had a brilliant idea, and it's just write an email to everyone in your inner circle and tell them what not to say, what is okay to say. One of the things that she said was, don't tell me about anybody who's healed cancer unless it was the identical cancer to me. So, and I can understand that, you would say, well, from my perspective, all disease is the same thing. But to a lot of people, the name and the label that you've been given is really important. And if somebody's healed, you want to know, is it the same label as you've had? So that's really powerful. And then she asked for fresh juices and healthy meals and support with her daughter. So you can really just simply write down the things that you need. People want to help you. You just don't really know what to do, and how could they if you don't tell them? So I think that's really helpful as well. So that's the 9 steps. The 2, when I asked Kelly, what do people find the most difficult? Well, the 2 most difficult that most people find is 1, radically changing your diet. So it clearly depends what your diet's like right now, how difficult probably you would feel to change it. And then 2 is letting go. The 2 things that I teach, obviously, letting go of the past. A lot of people don't even want to look at their past, and a lot of people have a very good reason for that. A lot of painful, traumatic, awful things that you don't want to revisit. But because we understand now that the body keeps a score, it's important. It's just memories now, and I don't mean that in any disrespectful way, but when you can just go, right, okay, let me dare to go there and let go of all my attachments and pain and suffering to the memories from the past. It is time for us to really set ourselves free from suffering. So I hope that's been helpful to you. We'll be teaching all of that and a lot more at the community. So please have a look at the website and educate yourself. Let's get our health picture changed. Chat soon. Ciao.